Bonjour, everyone, and welcome to the City of Lights, Paris. A city that truly embodies romance, history, and a certain je ne sais quoi, is a destination that beckons travelers from every corner of the globe. Whether you're drawn to its iconic landmarks, world-renowned museums, or simply the charm of its cobblestone streets, Paris promises an unforgettable experience. Over the next few chapters, we'll journey together through the heart of this captivating city, uncovering the must-see sights that make Paris so special. So grab your beret, pack your appetite for adventure, and let's dive right in. From the grandeur of the Eiffel Tower to the artistic treasures of the Louvre, Paris offers a tapestry of experiences that cater to every interest. We'll wander through charming neighborhoods, uncover hidden gems, and delve into the city's rich past. Whether you're a history buff, an art enthusiast, a foodie, or simply seeking a taste of Parisian joie de vivre, this guide has something for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired by the magic of Paris. Our Parisian adventure begins with the city's most iconic landmark, the Eiffel Tower. Now, you can't come to Paris without a rendezvous with this Iron Lady. She's the symbol of France, and let me tell you, she's a beauty. Towering over the city at a staggering 330 meters, this masterpiece of engineering was the star of the 1889 World's Fair. Can you imagine back then? Folks thought it was an eyesore. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed. Today, the Eiffel Tower welcomes nearly 7 million visitors a year, making it the most visited paid monument in the world. Now, you've got options when it comes to experiencing the tower. You can brave the climb up the stairs, all 1,665 of them, or enjoy a leisurely ride in the elevator. Trust me, those Parisian views are worth the effort. From the top, you'll be treated to a breathtaking panorama of the city. You can spot all the famous landmarks, the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, Sacracur Basilica, and the River Seine winding its way through the city like a shimmering ribbon. And don't forget to snap a selfie with the Eiffel Tower as your backdrop. It's practically a rite of passage for any visitor. Our next stop takes us to the heart of Paris, to the Ile de la Cité, where we'll visit the magnificent Notre-Dame Cathedral. Now, this architectural masterpiece has stood as a symbol of Paris for over 850 years, witnessing the city's history unfold. Even the devastating fire of 2019, while a tragedy, couldn't diminish the spirit of this incredible landmark. As you approach Notre Dame, you'll be struck by its grandeur. The intricate facade, with its sculpted figures and biblical scenes, is simply breathtaking. Step inside and you'll be enveloped in an atmosphere of serenity. The soaring stained glass windows bathe the interior in a kaleidoscope of colors, creating an ethereal glow. While the restoration efforts are ongoing, you can still feel the soul of Notre Dame. And speaking of souls, be sure to look up and spot the famous gargoyles perched atop the cathedral. These whimsical creatures, with their grotesque expressions, have become synonymous with Notre Dame. They served a practical purpose, acting as water spouts to protect the cathedral's walls from erosion. But they also add a touch of whimsy and mystery to the already enchanting atmosphere. Bonjour from just outside the happiest place in Europe, Disneyland Paris. Now, some folks might say, why travel all the way to France for Disneyland? And to them, I say, this ain't your average mouse ear experience. Disneyland Paris takes the magic we love and gives it that certain. It's a chance to experience Disney through a European lens, with unique attractions, shows with a Parisian flair, and even the landscaping has a distinctly French touch. Plus, let's be honest, after a week of museums and monuments, the kids might be ready for a day of pure fun. And what better way to end a day of enchantment than with the nighttime spectacular over Sleeping Beauty's castle? It's a dazzling display of fireworks, lasers, and fountains set to classic Disney music. Trust me, it's pure magic, even for us grown-up kids. So pack your bags, grab your Mickey ears, and get ready for a day of adventure and wonder. Whether you're traveling with little ones or just a kid at heart, Disneyland Paris is an experience you won't soon forget. Okay, folks, we've arrived at the Louvre, and let me tell you, this place is huge. We're talking 650,000 square feet of art, history, and culture, spanning centuries and civilizations. It's enough to make your head spin, but don't worry, we're gonna take it slow and savor the experience. Now, you can't come to the Louvre without paying your respects to the Mona Lisa. She's smaller than you might expect, but that enigmatic smile, it's something you have to see in person. But don't stop there. The Louvre is home to some of the most famous works of art in the world, from the Venus de Milo to the Winged Victory of Samothrace. My advice? Grab a map, pick a few must-sees, and then just wander. Get lost in the galleries, soak up the atmosphere, and stumble upon hidden gems. You'll find everything from Egyptian antiquities to Renaissance masterpieces. And don't forget to look up. The Louvre's architecture is a work of art in itself, with grand halls, ornate ceilings, and those iconic glass pyramids. It's a feast for the eyes, and a reminder that art is all around us, if we just take the time to look. Ah, Montmartre. This charming neighborhood perched on a hilltop feels a world away from the hustle and bustle of Paris below. And standing proudly at its summit is the Basilica of Sacracur, a dazzling white beacon visible from all across the city. Now, to reach the basilica, you can climb the steps, or for the less vertically inclined, there's a funicular railway that'll whisk you to the top. Either way, get ready for some breathtaking panoramic views of Paris. From up here, the city unfolds before you like a map, with all its iconic landmarks on full display. But don't forget to step inside the basilica itself. Its interior is just as stunning as its exterior, with intricate mosaics, soaring ceilings, and a sense of peace and tranquility that's truly awe-inspiring. Afterward, take some time to wander the charming streets of Montmartre. You'll find street artists selling their wares, cozy cafes tucked away in cobblestone squares, and a bohemian atmosphere that harks back to the days when artists like Picasso and Van Gogh called this neighborhood home. Bonjour everyone, and welcome to the Palais Garnier, also known as the Paris Opera House. This architectural masterpiece, a shining example of Beaux Arts style, is a feast for the eyes. As you approach, take a moment to admire its ornate facade, adorned with sculptures, columns, and a massive dome crowned with a golden Apollo. Stepping inside, you'll be greeted by the grand staircase, a swirl of marble and gilding that seems to flow upwards like a majestic wave. This is truly a place where art and architecture intertwine, a symphony in stone and light. Be sure to look up and marvel at the ceiling paintings by Marc Chagall, a burst of color against the gilded backdrop. The Palais Garnier isn't just a beautiful building, it's a living, breathing cultural hub. Take a guided tour to delve into its fascinating history, from its construction in the 19th century to its starring role in Gaston Leroux's The Phantom of the Opera. But for a truly unforgettable experience, try to catch a performance. Whether it's a moving opera or a graceful ballet, the Palais Garnier provides a magical setting. So put on your finest attire, soak in the atmosphere, and prepare to be swept away by the magic of the Paris Opera. The Seine River, my friends, is the lifeblood of Paris. It's a shimmering ribbon that meanders through the heart of the city, reflecting its beauty and history in its gentle currents. No trip to Paris is complete without experiencing the Seine's charm. One of the best ways to do so is by taking a boat cruise. Glide along the water, passing beneath historic bridges and alongside iconic landmarks. The Eiffel Tower seems even more majestic from this vantage point, its iron latticework reaching for the sky. You'll see the Louvre, its grandeur sprawling along the riverbank, and Notre-Dame, its spire piercing the heavens. But the Seine isn't just about grand vistas. It's also about the simple pleasures of strolling along its banks, watching street performers, or enjoying a picnic lunch with a view. As you wander, you'll discover charming booksellers known as bouquinistes, their green stalls overflowing with literary treasures. So take your time, breathe in the fresh air, and let the Seine work its magic. Whether you're on a romantic evening cruise or a leisurely afternoon walk, the river offers a unique and unforgettable perspective on the City of Lights. Now, let's step into the world of Impressionism at the Musée d'Orsay. Housed in a former railway station, this museum is an architectural marvel in its own right, its soaring glass ceiling bathing the galleries in natural light. But the real treasures lie within, a collection of Impressionist and post-Impressionist masterpieces that will leave you breathless. Prepare to be captivated by the works of Monet, whose iconic water lilies seem to shimmer before your eyes. Let Renoir's brushstrokes transport you to Parisian gardens and bustling cafes, and stand in awe of Van Gogh's vibrant colors and expressive brushwork, a testament to his passionate soul. But the Musée d'Orsay isn't just about the big names. You'll also discover hidden gems from lesser-known artists, each piece offering a unique glimpse into the artistic revolution of the late 19th century. Don't miss the sculptures, the decorative arts, and the photographs, all adding to the museum's rich tapestry. Before you leave, take a moment to admire the museum's iconic clock face. This giant timepiece, overlooking the Seine and the cityscape beyond, is a reminder that art and time are forever intertwined. Bonjour from Paris! Today we're at the Grand Arc de Triomphe, one of France's most iconic monuments. You might be thinking, Rick, another arch? We've seen plenty of those. But trust me, this one's special. It's a symbol of French pride and a monument to those who fought for their nation. Commissioned by Napoleon after the Battle of Austerlitz, it was designed to be the grandest victory arch in the world. Standing tall at the western end of the Champs-Élysées, it dominates the skyline. But the real treat awaits at the top. After climbing to the top, you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking panoramic view of Paris. The city stretches out before you, a sea of Haussmannian rooftops and iconic landmarks. From here, you can spot the Eiffel Tower, Sacracur, and the Louvre. And as you take in the view, remember to look down at the bustling roundabout below. 12 grand avenues radiate out, creating a starburst pattern. Beneath the arch lies the tomb of the unknown soldier, a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made for France. Bonjour from the Marais, one of Paris's oldest and most charming neighborhoods. Tucked away on the right bank, the Marais is a delightful maze of narrow cobblestone streets, grand mansions from the Renaissance, and vibrant courtyards. This is a neighborhood where history whispers from every corner, where you'll find yourself transported back to the days of kings and queens. But don't let the historic charm fool you. The Marais is also a hub of modern Parisian life. Chic boutiques, trendy art galleries, and a thriving LGBTQ+ scene give the Marais a youthful, energetic vibe. This is a neighborhood where you can browse independent designers, discover up-and-coming artists, and enjoy a delicious meal in a trendy cafe. And no visit to the Marais is complete without a stop at the Place des Vosges, Paris's oldest planned square. This elegant square, surrounded by red brick buildings and arcaded walkways, is a peaceful oasis in the heart of the city. Grab a coffee and a pastry from a nearby bakery and enjoy the ambiance of this historic spot. It's the perfect place to relax and soak up the Parisian atmosphere. The Marais is a feast for the senses, a place to wander, explore, and discover. So put on your walking shoes and get ready to experience the unique charm of the Marais, a neighborhood that effortlessly blends history, culture, and modern Parisian life. Now, for the true Parisian experience, let's talk about the joy of simply wandering the streets. Paris isn't just about the big sights, it's about the little moments, the unexpected encounters, the charm hidden around every corner. The best way to experience this is to put on some comfortable shoes and just start walking. Lose yourself in the labyrinthine streets of the Latin Quarter, where students rush to class and the scent of old books fills the air. Stroll along the Seine at sunset, watching the Eiffel Tower twinkle as the sky turns a soft pink. Duck into a charming cafe for a café crème and a croissant, and watch the world go by. Keep your eyes peeled for the details that make Paris so special. The intricate ironwork on a balcony, the colorful flower stalls overflowing with blooms, the playful sculptures tucked away in unexpected places. Engage with the locals, even if it's just a friendly bonjour or a smile. You'll find that Parisians are often more than happy to share their city with you. Remember, some of the best travel experiences happen when you least expect them. So don't be afraid to get lost in the magic of Paris and embrace the art of the Parisian stroll. From the iconic Eiffel Tower to the charming cafes tucked away on cobblestone streets, Paris has a way of capturing your heart. Whether you're drawn to its world-class art and architecture, its rich history, or simply the joy of strolling along the Seine, Paris is a city that stays with you long after you've said au revoir. So, whether this is your first trip or your 10th, I hope this video has inspired you to discover the magic of Paris for yourself. Remember, travel is about more than just checking off sights. It's about embracing new experiences, connecting with different cultures, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So pack your bags, brush up on your French, and get ready to fall in love with the City of Lights. Bon voyage!